Hello and welcome back to my channel. So in this tutorial, I'll be sharing with you 6 ways you can turn your text into a visually stunning document. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's dive right in. So the first thing we're going to do is we'll be using this template here. And this template is just a document. So we'll be using this template to demonstrate how you can play with your document, how you can turn that simple text into something visually stunning, like I mentioned earlier. So the first thing we'll be doing is to make this banner, to set this image as a banner. And that will be to click on it. So if you have an image on your document that you want to set as banner, just click on it, go to these three dots here, and then set as banner. What it will do is to expand the full width of your image. So once you click on set the banner, you see once I click on set the banner, you see the difference. So let me click on set as banner. Now it has expanded the image. Now if you want to unset this, just follow the same method. Go back to the three dots and then unset as banner. Let's say you were working and then you change your mind, you don't want to set it as a banner. You can as well unset it. So that's one of the things you can do to your document. The second thing we can do to our document to turn it into something visually stunning is adding a highlight block. Now, highlight blocks are very simple to add. You can add as many blocks as you wish. So to add a highlight block, you go to Element, scroll down, and here you find it, highlight block, just above the charts. There are so many highlight blocks. You can choose any one you want. So once you select on any one, it will appear here. You can select another one and then add your notes. The highlight blocks are editable. So it's a simple step. Go to Element, scroll down to find highlight blocks and choose the highlight block you prefer. And again, you can add as many as you want depending on what you're preparing and the kind of information you want to highlight. So these are highlight blocks that you can use. These ones have emoji attached to them. So these are highlight blocks and how to add highlight blocks. Like I mentioned earlier, it is editable. You can add your own text. Of course, before you use highlight block, you should know the kind of content you want to include on it. So you just add it here. They are all editable. Even the heading, you can change the heading. You can add whatever you want to add to it. So let's leave it at the default setting. So it is editable. Canva has now made it easy for you to simplify long links. So in this step, we'll be adding an embedded display instead of having just a boring link all over the place. What you just need to do is to change the display mode into an embed. So how do you do this? We'll be using this link to display this. Click on this edit link. Once you click on your link, you go to this edit link, click on it. Here is where you have the display mode. So currently it is set on link. So what you need to do is to click on this button here and then change it to embed. And then your link is changed. So this is how to simplify your long links. You can also, of course, but because we are focused on embed, there's also an option to change it to just title. So you have just the YouTube title here. So if you have your YouTube link, you want to change the display mode in your document. This is how to do it. Just go to the edit link and then change the display mode to embed. So this is it about simplifying long links. Over to the next one. Canva has now made it easy for you to add drop downs to your document to keep your work very clean and simple. So how do you add drop down to your document? Just go to any empty space in your document so that once you click on it, you'll see this plus icon here. This plus icon, click on the plus icon. You go to scroll down to find your drop down. Here you have it. So these are all the additions you can do to your document. You can use magic write. Let's go back. You can use magic write. You can once you click on magic write, it will open you up to magic write. If you're looking for how to use magic write, I think I have a video of magic write on my channel, so you can search for it and see how you can use magic write to create magic. You can also add design. Let's say you want to include your design to your document. You can click on this, but our focus is on drop down. So let's go to drop down. You can also see highlight blocks here. So if you don't use the highlight blocks from elements, you can click on this place to also use it to access it as well. So let's find our drop down. Click on drop down. Now you can add your options. Click on the edit button to add all the options you want. Let's say chapter 1, chapter 1, save. You can as well add the color. After editing the name, you can add color to it. So you can also add a new option if you want. If you want different options, if you want more than 3 options, you can also click on this add new to add more options. So this is how to add drop down, right? Let me show you an instance here. So this is an example of a drop down on this template. So you have not set, you can click on it, change to high, change to medium, on hold. So this is just how to add drop down to your documents. Click on the 3 dots, on the plus icon, scroll down to find drop down, add a drop down, change the color, change the content, and you're good to go. Another thing you can do as well, just like the drop down, is also adding dates. It's similar method. You just click on the plus on an empty space, go to the plus icon to find date, and click on date. Select today's date or any date you want to include on your document. Let's use today. Now, if you click on this date, you'll see the option, the date. You can scroll to find December, January, February. So this is how to add date and drop down to your document. It is also editable. The fifth thing we can do to our document is to also make it pop with media. This is simply adding photos, videos, or whatever you want to add to your document. So it is also the same process. You go to an empty space, click on plus. Now you can search for photo. If that is what you want to include, you can also see graphics, photos, videos, your projects. So these are things you can add. Let's click on photo. You see a number of photos that you can add, and then click on any one you want to include in your document. It is a simple process, just the same way we added drop down and dates. Just go to a plus icon, search for photo. Let's search for video and see what we get. Video. So you can also include videos in your document. So this is how to make your document pop with media. You can as well insert emojis in your document. If you're on a laptop or a desktop, you just type in this column, semicolon. I think that's what it is. This is semicolon, right? Just type in semicolon. No, that's column, not semicolon. Just type in column on an empty space. And then you have access to all the emojis right inside your document. But if you're using a mobile phone, you have your emoji library on your keyboard. Just use it. You can as well insert emoji from the plus icon. You see how important this plus icon is, that you can insert anything you want in your document. So you go to the plus icon, click on it, and then you find the emoji here that you can add to your document. Depending on the reaction at the moment, at the time. You can add grinning face, you can add any emoji at all that you want to add. So this is how to add emoji. So if you're not going through the plus icon, you can just type it on your document on your keyboard, and then it will bring up the emoji library and you insert your emoji. So these are 6 fun things you can do to your document to make it look visually stunning. I hope you found something interesting. I hope you found something that you would love. There are other things you can do to this document. Of course, if you're a Canva user, if you're constantly using Canva, there are so many other things you can do to your document. But for the sake of this tutorial, we just limited it to these 6 things. So go ahead and create visually stunning documents, and see you in my next tutorial. Bye.